Hello and welcome to CBS Institute. Welcome to the analysis of the Hindu newspaper dated 27th March 2021. See, this analysis is useful from the point of view of current affairs and it is beneficial for all the aspirants preparing for various competitive exams. So watch the video till the end, do not skip it in between. Now let's take up our analysis with an article which appeared on page number 1. See, this issue is not important from examination point of view, but this article makes a reference to electoral bonds. So this is important, that is poll bond. So we can expect questions which are associated with electoral bonds in our exam. So electoral bonds are important. See, political parties need money for their campaigns and other obligations. How do the political parties get money? This is through donations. Through donations. Various individuals, various companies donate crores of rupees to political parties. See, for example, assume this situation. Now person A wants to donate 1 lakh rupees to the political party X. Now according to the current rules, what is the process to donate 1 lakh rupees to the political party of a person's choice or a company's choice? Now assume this situation, he wants to donate 1 lakh rupees to political party X. Now what he has to do is, he has to approach a designated bank. Designated bank. Now he transfers this 1 lakh rupees to the bank and the bank will give him a bond paper, that is a bearer bond paper. Now 1 lakh rupees has been transferred to this bank, this designated bank. Now bank has given a bond paper, bearer bond paper to the person A. Now this bond paper value is also 1 lakh rupees because he has given 1 lakh rupees to the bank. See here, designated bank is State Bank of India. Designated bank is State Bank of India. Now this bond, the person A will give this bond to the political party X. Now this political party has to deposit this bond in its account. Then 1 lakh rupees will be deposited into the bank account of this political party. See what happened here? This bond paper is called electoral bond. Bond paper is called electoral bond, and for selling the electoral bonds, the designated bank is State Bank of India. We can expect a question like this: which of the following banks is a designated bank, is the designated bank for selling electoral bonds? So this is State Bank of India. See, this is bond. This is called electoral bond. See, electoral bond is a bearer banking instrument which is used to fund, to donate money to the eligible political parties. Eligible political parties. See here, eligible political party means the political party which got minimum of 1% of votes in the most recent general elections or assembly elections. If a political party gets at least 1% of the votes in the most recent general elections or assembly elections, then this political party is eligible for receiving electoral bonds. Now, electoral bond is issued by the State Bank of India. The validity of the electoral bond is 15 days. This is also very important from examination point of view. Validity of the electoral bond is 15 days. See, now State Bank of India has issued electoral bond to the person. Okay, within the 15 days of the issue, the political party has to encash the electoral bond. Otherwise, the amount, if not, the other amount will be deposited Prime Minister National Disaster Relief Fund. National Disaster Relief Fund. So the political party has to encash this electoral bond within 15 days. So this is actually electoral bond here. See, electoral bond is available in denominations. Electoral bonds are available in denominations of 1000 rupees, 1000, 10,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, and also 1 crore rupees. So 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, and 1 crore rupees. See, there is no limit. There is no maximum limit that a person or a company can donate the amount. For example, if the person wants to donate 2 crore rupees to political party of his choice, then he has to purchase 2 electoral bonds worth 1 crore each. Okay, so maximum denomination here is 1 crore, but there is no limit that a person or company can donate the money. Okay, so if he wants to donate 2 crore rupees, then he has to purchase 2 electoral bonds worth of 1 crore each. So these are the electoral bonds here. So we can expect a question like this: which of the following is not the denomination of electoral bond? For example, 2 crore denomination. Okay, the maximum denomination is 1 crore only. Okay, then the person has to purchase 2 1 crore denomination bonds. Okay, what is the validity of electoral bond could also be a question in our exam. Okay, so this question was raised earlier in various competitive exams. So this is 15 days. This is 15 days. What is the designated bank for selling electoral bonds could also be a question. This is State Bank of India. Okay, so another point to remember is, if the political party does not encash the electoral bond within 15 days of the issue, then the money will be deposited into the Prime Minister National Disaster Relief Fund. So this is also important from examination point of view. See, here whatever the issue mentioned here is not important. Now let's take up the next article. See, this article mentions 15th Finance Commission. So Finance Commission is important from examination point of view. We can expect questions from it. See, we have central government and we also have state governments in India. The central government gets tax money through different sources. So now central government has to share some amount of money with the state governments. Out of the total taxes, central government has to share some amount of money with the state governments. But for example, here 100 rupees are there with the central government, then some part of this money has to be shared with the state governments as well. But how much percentage it is? How much percentage it is the question in front of us. See, in order to solve this problem, President, under the Article 280 of the Constitution, constitutes a commission. This commission recommends how much percentage of the total taxes should be shared with the state governments and how much percentage of the taxes should be with the central government. So this commission is called Finance Commission. This commission is called Finance Commission. So there can be a question: who constitutes Finance Commission? That is President of India under the Article 280 of the Indian Constitution. Now assume this situation: central government has 100 rupees. Now it has to be shared with the state governments. How much it is? For example, Finance Commission has said that 40% of the total divisible taxes should be shared with the state governments. So here Finance Commission has provided a formula that is 60:40. 60:40. So between the central government and the state government. So this formula is given by the Finance Commission here. See, this formula between center and the states is called vertical devolution formula. So 40 rupees should be to the states and 60 rupees to the central government. Here 40 rupees to the state governments. But how much amount of money should be given to each state? That is also a question here. For example, 40 rupees to all the states, not to the single state. Okay, 40 rupees for all the states. Now, Finance Commission, after studying the financial situation of all the states, provides some amount of money to the particular state. For example, state A gets 2 rupees, state B 3 rupees, state C 5 rupees, for example. So here also Finance Commission gives this formula. This is called horizontal devolution formula. Horizontal devolution formula. So this is also decided by Finance Commission. See, the recommendations of Finance Commission are valid for 5 years. Valid for 5 years. An important point to be noted. 5 years. See, if the Finance Commission said that 60% is to the central government, 40% is to the state governments, then it is applicable for 5-year period. 5-year period. For the next 5 years, this rule applies. See, till now, actually, the first Finance Commission was constituted in the year 1950. Till now, 15 Finance Commissions have been constituted. This is important. 15 Finance Commissions have been constituted. The 15th Finance Commission. Okay, so the Finance Commission has a chairman and other 4 members. So 15th Finance Commission chairman is Nand Kishore Singh, that is NK Singh. So in this article it has been mentioned that 15th Finance Commission chairman NK Singh said. So this is the name of 15th Finance Commission. See, the validity of the recommendations are 5 years. So 15th Finance Commission recommendations are valid between 2021 and it is up to 2026. Also very important from examination point of view. So from 2021 to 2026, the recommendations of 15th Finance Commissions or 15th Finance Commission are valid. So this is 5-year period. So earlier 14th Finance Commission recommended 42% of the total divisible taxes should be shared with the state governments. 15th Finance Commission also said that 42% should be shared with the state governments. So here 1% out of 42 has been allocated to newly formed Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So other remaining 41% to the remaining states. So here 15th Finance Commission is very important. This 42% is also important from examination point of view. Now let's take up the next article. See, this article makes a reference to an important organization in India. See, everyone knows what Aadhaar card is. What Aadhaar is. See, Aadhaar cards are issued by an organization that is called Unique Identification Authority of India, that is UIDAI. UIDAI stands for Unique Identification Authority of India. Unique Identification Authority of India. See, this organization issues Aadhaar cards in our country. See, UIDAI was established in the year 2009. The current chairman of UIDAI is J. Satyanarayana. J. Satyanarayana. So this is important here. We can expect a question like in UIDAI what S stands for, what U stands for. So these types of questions are common. So who is the current chairman of UIDAI could also be a question, that is J. Satyanarayana. See, this organization works under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Also a point to be noted. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. See, this article also makes reference to the Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India is also important from examination point of view. See, Election Commission of India is responsible for conducting elections in India, different types of elections. This was established on 25th January 1950. Headquarters are located in New Delhi. See, Election Commission of India contains mainly three persons. They are commissioners. commissioners. So the chief of among the three commissioners, one is chief commissioner, so called Chief Election Commissioner of India. Chief Election Commissioner of India. The other two are election commissioners. The current Chief Election Commissioner is Sunil Arora. Sunil Arora. The other election commissioners, two election commissioners are, one is Rajiv Kumar, and another is Sunil Arora. Sunil Arora. So these are the names of election commissioners. This is the name of Chief Election Commissioner. So it was established on 25th January 1950. So every year 25th January is observed as National Voters Day. This is also important from examination point of view. So Chief Election Commissioner is Sunil Arora.